welcome back children. Actually, of course, I have discussed with you in the class, in our online class, but many of you have did not reach your voice, you said, right? Did not reach my voice, you said, right? So that's what I want to continue. Okay, so we have discussing about weavers problems and cooperative societies. Of course, yesterday in our online classes also I have told you about the weavers problems, right? Okay, see that only again I want to be given a conclusion to you. Okay, see that, of course, in the previous class yesterday I have covered the major of this topic. Again I will repeat it to you. Okay, weavers problems and cooperative societies. As I told you about the cooperative societies, first actually the weavers have initially when they have started all of this work, they have the societies and the cooperative societies will helpful to the weavers in the form of buying raw materials and as well as buying tools. Okay, and even cooperative societies were offer even health issues also. Okay, health insurances like that, but later on it did not run properly. Okay, so then why it did not run properly, you know, due to power looms introduced in the market. When it was a power looms introduced to the market, and the cloth which is produced in the power loom, the cloth is also the cloth cost is also very less than comparing with the handloom cloth. So many of the people have attracted with the cheaper cost, okay, which is produced by the power loom. So at that time these weavers have gotten a threat of selling of their handlooms cloth. So even the cooperative society also, they do not have any choices to do that. So then what they have did, the weavers at that time they have started off thinking that what happened, you know, the nylon cloth, nylon or tellin, whichever the cloth produced in the power looms, it have different designs and it is changing the trends also, right? But these weavers, they were living in rural areas, they don't know what are the changes in the trends and in the markets, okay, what was going to be set, yes or no, and they do not have an awareness about this, right? So what they have did, they started depending upon middle persons, that is nothing but master weavers or wholesale traders, okay, master weavers or wholesale traders. So they started depending upon first of all they have depended upon what are the new trends, okay, about the trends, which type of cloths are attracted by the people. First they have depended on these master weavers. Okay, they asked about which type of a cloth is now it is running in the market. They asked to the masters, and through the information of the master weavers, they have started off weaving. And then after this, master weavers are supply the raw materials to the weavers. Of course, it is for the cost. Okay, of course it is for the cost. Okay, they started even procuring of raw materials to the weavers in the village. Then after, okay, master weavers are procuring raw materials to the weavers, and after the weavers whatever the produced cloth, right, that again master weavers will buy, okay, and these master weavers sell in the market, okay, they will sell in the market with high price. So in this way master weavers will get profit. For example, each cost of a woven saree, it may be these master weavers buy for 1200 rupees, but in the market they are selling the 1500 rupees, okay. So the profit in each saree they have got 300 rupees, okay. So like in this way they acted, okay, master weavers acted as a middle persons through the weavers into the market. Though in this way, the weavers have got a somewhat work, okay, to strive their life by the depending upon master weavers. Of course, they have got into somewhat loss. then comparing when they have a meeting with the cooperative societies, but they have the work nowadays when they have a meeting with the master weavers. Okay, so later on, government have taken initiative of these handlooms, and they encouraged the cooperative societies, and from the government they are keeping some portion of amount, okay, some amount to the to the weavers, like in the cooperative societies. Government is encouraging to them, okay, to produce the cloth, because it is an ancient habituation of India, right? So that's why government also taking that, okay, to be helping to the weavers poor people, and they are encouraging to use the whichever the produced in the handloom cloth. They are encouraging that which are the produced by the weavers in our country, it is in a good quality, go for it, like that. They are taking an advertisements, and they are giving people to the marketing plans also, and they are giving some of subsidies of buying some tools for the weavers, okay, so like in this way, okay. So but mostly, okay, by mostly when they have any cooperative societies, at that time weavers have got some more beneficiaries than it is came into the master weavers, okay. But through in this way, master weavers get profit more, okay. Yeah, so this is about our lesson, and as I told you to write the answers of keywords, and yeah, today your homework is going to be posted in your YOLO app. That is, you have to write first and second question and answers, okay. Of course I want to give that yesterday only, but I did not give because daily, okay. So today I'll give you the first and second question and answers. You have to write in your notes, okay. Yes, so in this lesson, the part 1 we have discussed about handicraft, about Polaya and family, and the weaving of baskets, okay, and the basket makers family, and how they are living in urban slum areas, how was the urban slum areas. And the part 2 we have discussed about handloom weavers and Pochampalli, okay, and I have shown you the cloth, yes or no, cloth of ikat cloth, okay, and I have shown you wrap and weft, okay, okay, wrap and weft. And yes, we had know about Jagataya's family, it's in a weaving family, okay, and how they are engaging on all of works and cooperative societies, okay. And you have to read the lesson, and there is some 5th question and 9th question, okay. There is tabular information, that tabular information answers you have to write in your textbook, okay. See, they have given here what name of the craft person, Polaya. Goods produced, what are the goods produced by Polaya? Baskets, yes or no? Yes. So 1 or 2 important raw material used, what are they used? Spikes of date, they given spelling wrong here, that is spokes, not spikes of date palm leaves, okay. And source of raw materials, from there where they have take it out, Anduvla, it's a native village, right? So same like that, remaining 2 members you have to write here. You can write pot makers, okay. What are the goods produced? Pots, okay. And for that raw materials are what? Clay and that wheel, okay. And source of raw materials, what are the source? Where they are getting? From the tank besides, okay. From there they will get that soil, right? Oh, so like that. And another one, you can write any another. Already I have told one, you should write. Okay. And next, mention the differences between basket making and ikat sari weaving and fill in the table. Yes, we have now discussed about the handicrafts and handlooms. Handicrafts about that basket making, yes or no? And handlooms about this Jagataya's family, that all we have heard. For basket making, what are the raw materials used, what are the tools used, and how goods are sold, okay. handlooms. What are the raw materials used for handlooms? What are the tools they were using, and how goods were sold? Okay, so that all information you have to write in your textbook. Understand? No need of writing in notebooks, only in your textbook with a pencil. Okay, with pencil you have to write this information. Okay, you all have to read the lesson.